Hello, welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom today. And today we're going to cook up some of these St. Louis ribs here. And we're going to do it a little different. I'm going to use some pineapple and some apple cider vinegar, among other things. The first thing we're going to do, now these froze hard as a rock. So, first thing I got to do is thaw these things out and get them ready so I can season them up. Okay, now the first thing I want to do, now this is a 1 cup measuring cup Pyrex here. Well, I run it over the top a little bit, or not over the top, but over the 1 cup mark. And so it just goes a little bit over a cup. Alright, now I'm going to put that down this FOODi DELUXE over here. Just like that. Okay, now we'll take this container I've got this pineapple in, we'll turn it up. Just let some of that natural juice get down in there. Now that's real pineapple juice because I peeled this pineapple myself, so what's in that one. So now the next thing we're going to do is put this little slab of St. Louis ribs down in here. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is put the pressure lid on here, line your arrows up, and turn it clockwise until it locks into position. Make sure your valve back here is set to seal. Turn on the power. Over here on pressure cook. It's on high. We want to leave it on high. It's on 10 minutes. We don't want it on 10 minutes with time. Let it flash. I'm going to run it down to 1 minute. Alright, then we hit the start button. Now I know you're saying that's not going to cook in 1 minute. Then we'll come close, and you're absolutely right. But it's going to get thawed out enough where I can put the spices and everything on it, and then we'll carry on from there. So we'll be back. Okay, that's been going for 10 minutes now, trying to build up the pressure here. And that button just started hopping around a little bit, and a little bit of steam's coming out. So it shouldn't be much longer now before the button pops up and it starts counting down that 1 minute we got. Okay, and there it went. It took a total of 11 minutes for it to pop up. Now it'll probably take about another minute, minute and a half before it starts counting down a minute here. They just keep running around. Okay, and there it went. It took another minute for it to start counting down. So now we'll be back when this minute's up. Okay, and there it is done. Now it's going to start counting back up the other way, but we don't need it to do that. So we're going to go ahead and release the pressure on it. And let it come on down. Now, well, I'll wait till this is over the case. Okay, and now the pin dropped. That only took it about a minute and a half. What I was going to say, let me go ahead and do this first. Turn it counterclockwise, straight up and away from your face. Take it over to the sink and set it right side up again so the water can drain out of it. And what I was going to say is, if your ribs are not froze, or you don't need to have them thawed, or you just want to let them sit on the counter and thaw out, you just eliminate this step altogether. Now we're going to take these out, put back over here on this plate. Okay, because there's not much other than bones on the other side, I don't usually do much to the other side, so I'm just going to salt and pepper this side here with all this good juicy meat. Now I've got here some of this McCormick Grill Mate brown sugar bourbon seasoning, so I'm going to Put a pretty good amount of that on there. This is going to be good, good. Alright. Now, just to kick it up a notch, I got some of this Lawry's Southwest Sweet and Smoky here. We'll put a little bit of that on there. Now we'll work it all in a little bit. Just like that. Now see if you just put this on that frozen meat, it never would have stayed. You know, and it wouldn't have went down in it much or anything like that. But now that's covered up pretty good right there. Now we're not going to do anything to the pot, we're just going to leave it the way it was when they came out. So now, we'll get this plate over here and put them right back down in there. Just like that. Now we're going to lay this pineapple here on top of it. Now that's going to be some good smoky ribs right here, folks. Alright. Now we're going to come back over here with the pressure lid and put it right back on top. Counterclockwise so it locks. A little tip, a hint. If you're going to do this like this, when you take your pressure lid off and set it aside, make sure you put some cold water in it or something and slosh it around a little bit before you try to put it on. If not, he'll try to pop that button up in the back and you won't be able to lock it. So just run a little bit of cold water in it when it's upside down and turn it right side up and put it back on. Now make sure your vent is set to seal. You come over here and turn on the power. Still on pressure. Set on 10 minutes, we don't want 10 minutes. We want 30 minutes. There it is, now we'll go hit the start button. Okay, now if you're keeping track of time, so far we've took 10 minutes for the first time it built up, 2 minutes for it to, or a minute for it to start counting down the minute, and another minute. So, and now we're starting again. So we'll be back. Okay, now the button just popped up back there again. It took about the same amount of time, about 10 minutes, maybe at 11. I haven't started counting down to 30 yet, but it won't be long. So, take about another 30, 40 seconds probably. I'll start counting down, and then we'll just about be ready to eat. So we'll be back. Okay, now we're down about 20 seconds on this 30-minute cook here. We're fixing to open this up and see what it looks like, and then we'll do something else to it. While I'm thinking about it, if y'all can, join our channel and give us a thumbs up. We sure would appreciate it, and thank you very much, you folks. Yep. Thank you very much for you folks that watches our videos. We sure do appreciate it. Okay, now I'm not going to let them set any. I'm just going to go ahead and give them a quick release. Let it go down. It shouldn't take it but a minute or so, and we'll be back. Okay, now the pin just dropped on. It took 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Right at it. Turn it counterclockwise away from your face. Just like before. Ooh, those look good. Now I'm going to take them right out of this pot and set them on this plate over here. Oh, now that looks pretty good, don't it? See how tender they are. Oh yeah, that knife just falls through there. That's good, good. Now, we'll have to take this pineapple off. Okay, now we've emptied that pot that had that was in the pressure cooker there. I'm going to put some of that Sweet Baby Ray's on here. Just like that. Those look so good. See the way they're pulling away from the bone down here and everything? And it's so tender. And by the way, I always mean to tell people, I forget, if you ever pull something out of your pressure cooker like this, and you say, oh wow, that's not done, you know, it's ruined. Well, it's not ruined, you know, just put it back down in the pressure cooker and turn the pressure cooker back on and let it cook on some while longer. Because a lot of people, if they pull it out of the pressure cooker and it's not done, they say, well, I can't eat this, you know, that'll be the end of it. So now, let me see if I can, yeah, now these are cool. This little rack is cool, but let me tell you for sure, that pot's not, that's hot. Now, even though I emptied everything out of this pot, it's still extremely hot, so you be careful when you put this back down in here like that. And set it right back down in there. And this time we're just going to use the pressure lid, the crisper lid here. And now we're going to turn on the power. And we're going to come over here to air crisp. Now let's do broil. We're going to broil it for 10 minutes on 450 degrees, and you hit the start button. And there it goes. Now pay attention when you do this, because if you're not careful, that broil will get away from you and burn stuff up. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. Okay, now we've been going for 5 minutes. Let's take a look. Well, every time you look at them, it just gets looking better and better. But I think we'll let them run just a couple of minutes longer. So let's let them go. Okay, now when it gets to 2 minutes, that's going to be 7 minutes in here on this broil at 450, and that's going to be enough. And there you go. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. I wish I had the camera pointed down there when I open. That still looks good the way they're bubbling away. I want to tell you right now, that's some good looking ribs right there. Alright, now we'll see if I can get them out of here without burning myself. Too bad. Right here on these couple of pot holders. Like that. That's another pot holder that needs to be put in the wash. And now we'll see if I can take these tongs and set them over here on this plate. And there they are. Okay, now let's cut into these, see how they are here. Ain't no cutting to it, it just falls through. Got that little spur in the back there. Look at those. Oh, the bone just falls right out. Don't have any control over it. These are so tender and juicy. See, that's the little bone back there where it's stopping it from cutting. And that runs all the way across. I think I'm going to start just cutting that piece out. You know, this piece right here. I think I'm just going to start cutting that piece out right there across the back. And just throwing it away because it's, you can't eat it anyway. So anyway. Here. Oh, that's some good looking ribs right there. Okay, we'll whip us up a few mashed potatoes here. And those ribs. Now that's about it for this little video. Those look good, don't they? So, till next time, I hope y'all have a real good and safe day. I hope you come back and see us real soon. If you can, give us a thumbs up and join our channel. We sure would appreciate it. And thank you again for watching our videos. Goodbye now.